Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take you on a journey to the heartland of India. We'll visit a village and spend a day in its life. Are you excited? Let's go. So here we are, standing in the middle of a typical Indian village. It's 7 a.m. and the sun is just peeking over the horizon. The first thing we notice is the chirping of birds. It's the sweetest music to the ears of anyone who's awake. The air is fresh, carrying with it the scent of dew-kissed grass and blooming flowers. It feels great, doesn't it? As we walk through the narrow lanes, we see that the day has just begun for the villagers. The rhythmic sounds of a hand pump draw our attention to a community well. There, amidst the early morning mist, we find women filling up their pots. Their voices mingle with the soft murmur of the well, creating a soothing melody. Among them is Sarita, a young woman with a cheerful smile. She pauses to chat with us, sharing stories about their days and nights. Nearby, a group of kids are playing, their laughter echoing through the streets like wind chimes. Their innocent joy is contagious. And as we watch them play, we can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia for our own carefree days. Now, let's turn our attention to the fields surrounding the village. It's here where the true essence of rural life unfolds. The vast expanse of green stretches as far as the eye can see, dotted with farmers tending to their crops. The sun climbs higher in the sky, painting the fields with golden hues. Amongst these farmers are Ramesh and Krishna, two friends working side by side. Their faces, though weathered by the sun, are etched with smiles, reflecting the satisfaction that comes from a day's honest work. They speak to us about their crops, the challenges they face, and the hopes they hold for the future. Their connection to the land is palpable, a bond that has been forged over years of nurturing the soil. But their lives are not just about the fields. Back in the village, we see children returning home from school, their backpacks bouncing with each step. Education, we learn, is highly valued here. The local school, though modest, is cherished as a beacon of hope for the community. We meet Girish Tiwari, a teacher who's dedicated his life to shaping young minds. His passion for teaching is evident in the way he interacts with his students. He believes that education is the key to unlocking a better future for the village, and we can't help but agree. As the sun begins its descent, the village comes alive with activity. The narrow lanes now bustling with people going about their evening routines. We see cows and goats returning home, their bells tinkling like tiny harps. Each animal is more than just a domestic pet. They're members of the family, contributing to their livelihood and becoming a part of their daily rituals. Inside the houses, we witness the warmth of family life. The aroma of spices fills the air, mingling with the sounds of laughter and conversation. The courtyard, often the heart of the home, becomes a hub of activity. Family members gather here, sharing meals and stories under the starlit sky. Among them is Mitali, a young girl with twinkling eyes. She shyly shows us her home, filled with handcrafted trinkets that tell tales of her family's heritage. Her innocence and curiosity remind us of the purity that exists in rural life. As the night deepens, the village transforms into a sea of twinkling lights. The darkness is not just filled with shadows, but also with music and merriment. We hear the rhythmic beats of drums and the melodious tunes of traditional instruments. The people of the village, undeterred by the dark, come together to celebrate life. In the center of it all is young Rohan, a boy whose enthusiasm knows no bounds. He pulls us into a circle, teaching us folk songs and traditional dances. His energy is infectious, and soon we find ourselves swept up in the joy of the moment. The night wears on and the celebrations continue, reminding us that for the villagers, life is a celebration. Every day a new melody to be savored. The next morning, as the sun rises again, we find ourselves drawn to the fields once more. This time we see the aftermath of a storm. Uprooted trees and drenched crops paint a picture of struggle. But we also see resilience. The farmers, though battered by the elements, are already assessing the damage and making plans for recovery. In the face of adversity, we find hope. Despite the challenges, there's a shared determination to rebuild and recover. The spirit of community shines through. Villagers come together to help one another, sharing resources and lending a hand. In these moments of need, the bonds of kinship and friendship become even stronger. As we interact with the villagers, we learn that life is not without its struggles. Issues like poverty, limited access to healthcare and education, and inadequate infrastructure are harsh realities they face. However, their resilience in the face of these challenges is truly inspiring. Despite the difficulties, they hold on to hope. Hope fueled by government initiatives, non-governmental organizations, and most importantly, by their own indomitable spirit. For them, every new day brings new opportunities to improve their lives and the future of their village. In the heart of the village, we find a group of women engaged in a craft session. Their nimble fingers creating intricate patterns on cloth. This age-old art form, we discover, is not just a hobby. It's a means of income and empowerment. The women share their skills, passing down traditional techniques to the younger generation while also exploring new designs and patterns. Their dedication to their craft is evident in the vibrant textiles they create, which not only adorn homes, but also serve as a testament to their creativity and hard work. Their stories inspire us to appreciate the beauty of tradition, while also recognizing the importance of women's empowerment in rural communities. As the day progresses, we stumble upon a group of children engrossed in their studies. Under the shade of a banyan tree, books become their treasure and knowledge their wealth. These young minds, eager to learn, dream of a future beyond the confines of their village. Their aspirations, we realize, are universal, a desire for a better life and the courage to pursue their dreams. The sight of these children studying, with the banyan tree providing both shade and wisdom, becomes a symbol of hope for the future of the village. As the sun sets, casting long shadows across the village, we find ourselves drawn to an old man sitting by his hut, his weathered face etched with the stories of a life well lived. He speaks to us not just about his life experiences, but also about the evolution of the village over the years. He talks about the challenges they've overcome, the traditions they've held on to, and the hopes they have for the future. His words are a blend of nostalgia and optimism, a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. As we listen to his tales, we realize that every wrinkle on his face is a testament to a life intertwined with the history of his village, a life that has shaped the community he calls home. We're standing here looking at the sprawling fields and lush greenery around us. The breeze whispers through the trees, carrying with it the fragrance of blooming flowers. The sight is so captivating that we find ourselves lost in its beauty, but our gaze is drawn to something else. Dotted across the landscape are tiny mud houses, each telling a story of its own. Some are small and humble, while others stand a bit taller, yet all of them exude a sense of community and togetherness. These houses are not just shelters, they're witnesses to generations of laughter, hopes, and dreams. They stand strong, much like the people who call them home. As the sun dips below the horizon, we find ourselves gathered around a bonfire with the villagers. The crackling fire casts dancing shadows on their faces, bringing a sense of warmth and camaraderie to the evening. They share stories, jokes, and songs, and we join in, our voices blending with theirs. The simplicity of the moment strikes us. Here we are, connected by a common love for storytelling and the joy of sharing. And then, as if on cue, the sky erupts in a symphony of colors. The setting sun paints the clouds in hues of orange, purple, and pink. It's a breathtaking sight, a natural masterpiece that leaves us in awe. The villagers, too, are mesmerized by the spectacle. For a moment, there's a hush, broken only by the soft murmurs of appreciation. It's a reminder of the beauty that surrounds us every day, if only we take the time to notice. Our journey through the village has been nothing short of enlightening. We've witnessed the struggles, the smiles, and the strength that define rural life. As we pack up to leave, our hearts are heavy with the bittersweet feeling of departure. We say our goodbyes, promising to return soon. The villagers wave back, their smiles as bright as the sun. We carry with us the warmth of their hospitality and the echoes of their laughter. This experience has been more than just a visit. It's been a lesson in humility, resilience, and the power of community. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.